Hi, thank you for joining us for Preschool Storytime. Before we get started with our stories, I thought maybe we could get the wiggly jigglies out. Let's get up, let's stand up, and let's do a song. This week, If You're Happy and You Know It. Does everybody know that song? If not, don't worry, I'll tell you. Ready? Here we go. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Next is stomp your feet. Ready? If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. How about shout hooray? Hooray! Really loud, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! Good job. Now we're going to do all three. Can we do all three? Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shout hooray. Here we go. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Ready? Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray!
Hi. How about that song? That was fun, wasn't it? We got the wiggly jigglies out. Now let's read some stories for Preschool Storytime. And this week, we're going to talk about construction and what vehicles you use for construction. It's going to be all about building and construction. So let's get started. The first story, the construction crew. This old building's ready to fall. What do we need? Wrecking ball. Dig now, build later. What do we need? An excavator. Piles of earth, push them over. What do we need? A bulldozer. Move that boulder. Away we go. What do we need but a backhoe? Tons of dirt and lots of muck. What do we need? Dump truck. Pour the foundation. That'll fix her. What do we need? A cement mixer. Pound that nail, drive that screw. What do we need? Construction crew. Making holes sure takes skill. What do we need? Power drill. The roof is high, let's get there quicker. What do we need? A cherry picker. We'll use our hands if all else fails. What do we need? Hammer and nails. Make it flat, says a stroller. What do we need? A steamroller. Time to paint, watch the spatter. What do we need? Extension ladder. New home, good luck. What do we need? Moving truck. New friends, swapping favors. What do we need? Cheerful neighbors. On the wall, let's hang a poem. What does it say? Home, sweet home. And that was a little story about a construction crew. So what do we need for a construction zone? Let's find out. Construction zone, photographs by Richard Sobol and text by Cheryl, Willis, Hudson. What do you see at the construction zone? The construction zone is like a giant puzzle. Some pieces are very big and other pieces are very small. Before building can begin, the architect makes lots of drawings and models. These show how the finished building will look. Everyone at the construction zone will follow the architect's plans. The amazing work begins. Big yellow machines dig their claws deep into the ground. They excavate the site and move mounds and mounds of soil and stone. There are lots of workers at the construction zone. They wear hard hats, heavy gloves, goggles, and steel-toed shoes to protect their bodies. Construction work can be dirty and dangerous. A temporary wall is put into the ground to keep the dirt from sliding back into the excavated hole. Now that the foundation is laid, this is what the building will sit on. Starting from the bottom, iron workers lay down a mesh of rebar. They tie the long rods tight. Watch your step. Day after day, concrete spews from the mixing trucks parked along the street. It squishes and slides between the iron rods. The concrete dries into smooth stone-like slabs. Men and women work together at the construction zone. They use smart minds and strong muscles and to make every piece of the puzzle fit. Big hooks and cranes hoist steel beams up. Careful now. The workers gently guide the heavy beams and fasten them into place to make the building frame. Carpenters saw and hammer and drill in sand. They make hollow wooden forms in the shapes of floors and columns. When concrete is poured inside of them, when it dries, the wood is removed. The columns and floors are put into place. These concrete slabs look like a stack of pancakes. High above the ground, construction workers balance on planks and beams like circus tightrope walkers. There are no stairs or elevators yet, so they move around on scaffolds. The workers must wear harnesses to keep them safe. Masons begin to lay brick after brick higher and higher. The outside walls go up. Next, the construction workers install the insulation and windows. Steady now. Piece by piece, the giant orange cranes move the windows into place. These huge panes of glass let sunlight in but keep wind and moisture out. Between the walls and under the floors, miles and miles of cables and cords and wires and pipes and vents are laid. The building must have power, water, heat, and air conditioning for the people who will work inside. Inside, the walls are painted, fixtures installed, cabinets built, carpets laid, and furniture arranged. Finally, a place to sit. It's a comfortable place to think and talk and share ideas. On the outside of the building, workers put on the finishing touches. They pull off the plastic wrapping and reveal the colorful skin. Light bounces off the shiny metal walls and tall yellow towers. Nighttime falls at the construction zone. It is quiet and still. Inside the building, lights are shining. Outside, trees have been planted on the rooftop. The pieces of giant puzzle have finally fit into place. And that was about the construction zone. One more quick story. about the machines at a construction site. So machines on a construction site. Let's see what we have. Why are these machines on the construction site? A construction site is a place where things are built. Builders could be making bridges, roads, houses, or other buildings. There are many different jobs that need to be done on a construction site. Machines make the job safer and easier to do. Which machines help to smash things up? Sometimes buildings have to be knocked down before the new ones can be built. Cranes swing heavy wrecking balls to knock buildings down. Sometimes construction workers need to break up the ground. Powerful drills are used to break up hard concrete. Which machines get the ground ready for building? A bulldozer has a large blade at the front. This is used to clear the ground. Most bulldozers have tracks instead of wheels. This helps them to move on lumpy ground and mud. See the tracks. Small bulldozers are called calf dozers. They are useful because they can get into small spaces. A machine called a grader makes the ground smooth and ready to build on. The long blade scrapes along the ground to make it flat. Wheel loaders are used to scoop up soil or rock and carry them away. The bucket at the front moves down to shovel things in, then lifts up to carry them. Which machines carry rocks, soil, and sand? Wheel loaders often move rocks, soil, and sand into dumper trucks. Dumper trucks are big and powerful enough to carry huge loads. The container or dump box can be lifted up so that the load tips out easily. Most dumper trucks tip out their loads at the back, but some tip at the sides. Dump truck. What are digger machines used for? Diggers are very useful machines for building work. They are also called backhoes or excavators. The bucket can be used for many things such as digging, loading, and carrying. The bottom part of the digger holds it steady. The driver's cab and digging arm can move around in a circle. The long arm on the digger means it can reach high and far and dig deep. Can diggers do other jobs? The bucket on the digger can be swapped to other tools. Magnets or giant claws called grapples can be put on a digger to lift things up. Other tools such as saws, hammers, and rock breakers can be put on a digger to break things up. Drills can be put on a digger to make holes in the ground. What is a backhoe loader? A backhoe loader is actually two different machines made into one. The front of the machine is a wheel loader and the back is a digger. Can you tell which is which? The seat inside the cab turns around so that the driver can use both machines. Backhoe loaders are used to do a lot of work on construction sites. Which machines are used to reach high places? Buildings on a construction site can be very tall. Machines with moving platforms called cherry pickers can lift builders up high. Cranes are used to move heavy materials up and down. Cranes can be fixed to the ground or to lorries. Some cranes can be made taller to match the height of the building. What does this machine do? Can you guess what the construction site machine does? That's a cement mixer, right? Good job. That was, what are the machines on a construction site? Well, thanks for joining us. and learning and talking about construction, vehicles, machines, and sites. We'll see you next time for Preschool Storytime.